Assalamu alaikum everyone and good day to you all. Welcome to the next episode in the Columbian Exchange, part 2, Foods that Change the World. This is the sixth in the Science and History series, or part 2 of the Columbian Exchange. So, let's get into it. Imagine your dinner table tonight. Maybe there is rice, roti or bread, potato, any dish, curry, tea, maybe dessert is a chocolate cookie or a chocolate brownie. Now take half of it away. No chocolate, no chilies, no tomatoes, no potatoes, no corn. Hard to imagine, right? Yet before 1492, none of these foods existed outside the Americas. The Columbian Exchange didn't just move ships, gold, or armies. It carried flavors and crops that would transform how billions of people lived, ate, and even survived. Take the example of potato. Traveling from the Andes mountains of South America to Europe, where it became a revolution. Cheap, filling, and packed with calories, it fueled population growth. Families who once struggled to survive could now rely on this underground treasure. In Ireland, specifically, the potato became so central that when disease wiped out the crop in the 1840s, famine struck, forcing millions to perish or to flee. Then there is maize or corn. For Native Americans, it was sacred, tied to many myths and rituals. Once it crossed the Atlantic, it spread everywhere. Italian polenta, African porridge, Chinese cornbread, even the feed for animals, animals that gave us meat and milk. Maize has become one of the most important crops in history. And what about chilies? I mean, we love chilies. From Mexico to India, Pakistan, Thailand, and China. Can you picture curries, Thai soups, or Sichuan stir fries without them? Yet chilies are native to the Americas. The rest of the world had no concept. Within a century of their arrival in Asia, they were adopted so deeply that today we think of them as inseparable from Asian cuisines. The same with tomatoes. I mean, they initially transformed the Mediterranean cuisine and then the rest of the world. Here in Pakistan, tomato is kind of an staple ingredient in all our dishes, be it omelette or biryani or aloo gosht or chicken curry or kadai. Tomatoes are everywhere. We can't imagine any local cuisine without them. And of course, chocolate. From the cacao beans of Mexico to Europe and then the rest of the world. For the Aztecs and Mayans, cacao was a sacred drink. In Europe first and then the rest of the world, it became a luxury indulgence, sweetened with sugar and turned into the chocolate that we know today. From royal courts to modern candy bars, it has captured the world. And if you like chocolate as much as I do, we have to thank Christopher Columbus for that. Now for some surprises. The peanut, it's also from South America. It became part of stews, sauces, and snacks, woven so tightly into the local cuisines that few realize its American origins. And the pineapple. In Europe, you'll find it interesting. Its spiky shape and golden sweetness were so exotic that only the wealthy could afford one. Hosting a pineapple at your table was a display of prestige and power. But in Sri Lanka, Thailand, countries like Sri Lanka, Thailand, Bangladesh, the Philippines, pineapples have become local favorites, so natural that most people forget They once came from across the world and they are not indigenous to these places. And it wasn't just pineapples, the sweet potato from the Americas. In China, they became essential in feeding millions during hard times. But the transfer wasn't just one way. The old world, the rest of the world, the Europes, Asias, and the Africas, we sent our own travelers over to the Americas, which they didn't have, like rice, thriving in the wet fields of Brazil and the Carolinas. From Middle East went wheat, shaping the bread and pasta cultures we know today. From Asia went sugarcane, creating a sweet revolution. But we will explore that in its own episode because sugar didn't just change diets, it changed history itself. It warrants its own episode. And coffee from Africa and Arabia. Coffee houses have become centers of conversation, trade, and even revolutions. Today, it's hard to imagine mornings without it. The citrus fruits like oranges and lemons, they were unheard of in the Americas. They didn't just add flavor, they helped sailors fight scurvy and brought new nutrition across the seas. Likewise, bananas, mangoes. Mangoes have become the most loved fruits globally, but this story began with the transfer of mango from Asia, from Africa to from Asia, right? I don't think it's Africa. Asia to the Americas. Perhaps the most surprising thing, these foods have become so natural in their new homes that we forget that they were ever foreign. Imagine Italian cuisine without tomatoes, or Swiss chocolate without cacao beans from Mexico. Imagine Indian curries without chilies, African stews without peanuts, or Chinese villages without sweet potatoes. Imagine Sri Lanka and Thailand without pineapples, or Irish history without the potato. The Columbian Exchange was history's greatest food delivery service. Only it didn't take 30 minutes, it took centuries. It turned local crops into global staples. It wasn't just about meals, it reshaped populations, economies, and even empires. Food became one of history's most powerful forces. So, this completes a little bit of detail about the foods. We will see next time in part 3 of the Columbian Exchange that they didn't only bring life to new tables, the exchange also carried death. The spread of diseases would devastate populations and change the fate of continents forever. Thank you for your time. Stay curious and Allah Hafiz.